we doing? It is Monday. You stay there. You stay there. And just loading up some of this lime on the trailer. And take up the road so it'll be closer to where I want to spread it on the, because it's got to go on at quite a high rate. And to load it up, I've got the 320S, because Dad's got the 53170 up at his place, loading wheat. Right, let's see if we can hook these up now. I bet they'll just... Come on, you bugger. At least you can twist it to the side to hook it on nice and easy. Give it a little wiggle and get it... Oh. Yeah, so this is the 320S. So far today, I've cleaned up the hedge cutter, taken that off, took the front topper off, and now I've hooked up this trailer. Doesn't feel that stable when you turn it full lock. All that weight on there, there's 2.4 tons on there. Yeah, took the hedge cutter off, picked up this trailer, I'm going to load up with lime, take that up the road, then I'm going to come back and put the fertilizer spinner on. And then if it's not raining, go and, because we had a bit of rain this morning, I'm going to spread some of this lime. The loops fell down. I have to jump out and go and do that. Right, yeah, so got some parts in here. I've got some filters and parts for the fertilizer spreader. Got a joystick to operate it all. It's very similar to the 53170, to be honest, apart from you're sat in the middle, it pivot steers, but all the joystick and everything's the same. You've got lights and nothing really too special, apart from you just got really good visibility. It's very nice. What's it done now? About 300 hours now. So yeah, it seems to be going well. Right, so I got the first spinner on. Obviously it's an Amazon. What's the model number? It is a ZAM 3600 Ultra. So 3.6 tonne it holds. So before I can go and spread this lime on the grass, I've got to change a few parts. So the first part is a new hydraulic ram for this limiter. Let me just so you can actually see. Sort of. Get a bit closer. Right, yeah, so this limiter is hydraulically operated, and it comes down like that at the press of a button in the cab when I'm doing the headland, and it basically just stops the fertilizer being thrown into the hedge. It limits the distance it's thrown, and then when I'm on the land work, I just put it back up again. Now, the reason why I'm changing this ram is because the old one looks like that. It's rusty. Fertilizer's got to it and absolutely knackered it. And it had this rubber grommet on the shaft. Fertilizer has got in there and rusted it and seized it up. So the new one did have a rubber grommet on it, but I've cut it off because I thought it's gone rusty with the rubber grommet on, so the worst it can do with the rubber grommet off is go rusty. So, but I might actually be able to keep it clean with no grommet on it, because the fertilizer just gets trapped in there. And then the other thing I've got to do is change these vanes. Basically, they're a wearing part. For people that don't know, this is the disc what spins around, and the fertilizer comes down out of this hopper and drops out the hole in the bottom, which is yeah, there's a slide in the bottom that opens and closes depending on how fast I'm going and what rate I want to apply. And then this disc spins round, and you've got these vanes what chuck the fertilizer out. Well, yeah, obviously it chuck it out that way. And yeah, and then can you see they're rippling where they're worn down so much, because obviously the fertilizer is quite abrasive, and that is a wearing part, so I have to change them every now and again. Well, hello Eric, come out to say hello over. It's nice and sunny out here. Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to quickly change them because that will affect the accuracy of the spread, and we don't really want that, so it needs to go on accurately. It's expensive stuff. So yeah. Yeah, so the first thing I'm going to do is put this new hydraulic ram back on and then change these vanes. Right, that's the new parts fitted. So we've got the ram in there, can you see that? And then the shiny new vanes on the discs. Right, so what I'm going to do now is do a quick demonstration. We zoomed in, no. Right, wait there a minute. stuff's pretty dusty, isn't it? So there you go, that's what granulated lime looks like. Right, so just got to the field. Let's turn this control box on. I did already make sure the machine's working before I filled it up. Right. So I've got to put this on at 700 kilos per hectare, and I've never put anything on that at that rate before, so I'm not even sure if it will actually do it, but it should do as long as I go slow enough. What do we want? Machine? No. I'm trying to remember how to use this now. Work menu. Where is it? Order. Here we go, look. Kilos per hectare. 7. Enter. Alright. Delete job. And start a new job. Enter. So that's zeroed all of these counters. That was good. Right. We've got just short of 3 ton in the spinner. Let's see what happens. So we need it on 1000 PTO because this spinner, for some reason, don't ask me why, it runs at 720 RPM, not 540, not 1000, but 720. That's what it says on that's what it says down there. I don't know if you can see on the sticker. So that, right, put the rear PTO in, start him up, and then I can just push the revs right forward, and then that will go to 720 there. And yeah, happy days. Well, we'll go on to stick mode, pull the stick right back, so I don't have to drive it with the pedal. Right. It's going to be a bit dusty by the looks of things. Very dusty. Oh, is the order rate down? No, it's not. I'm currently chucking lime onto the main road. It's down now. Crikey, that is very dusty. So now what I need to do is speed up a bit for a start, and implement recording not allowed. Single product. Okay, so I'm nearly done with this lime. We're getting there. I'm in the last field. So I had to do 100 acres of this grass with the lime. 28 tons of lime put on. So yeah, but then once I've done this, I've got to go over it all again with the complete. So the NP and K fertilizer, nitrogen, potash, and phosphate. It's a mixture. That's at that'll be at 400 kilos per hectare. So that's another 16 tons of that I got to put on. So yeah, we're getting there. It's still early, to be honest. It must have been. I don't think I put any fertilizer on the grassland last year until late March. I don't think it was. So yeah, we're early. It would be nice to get down here and harrow all this and roll it, because none of it got harrowed last year. I only just managed to roll it, but it didn't really do the proper rolling job that it should because the grass was so long. I wasn't really sure whether I was supposed. It was a bit too long for rolling, but it did spring back up, luckily. So yeah, it is Wednesday now. I've been doing all sorts, helping Dad load grain lorries and stuff like that. Yeah, so we're getting there. But yeah, so I'll get that complete on next. Got to do 100 acres of that. What's that? It's yeah, that's 100 acres of that as well. And then I think I've got to go in at the weekend. It will probably be putting on some kieserite on some cereal crops, which is kieserite is magnesium. So it's just like another element that it needs. The soil basically gets tested and they tell us what we need to put on. That'll be variable rate, that will, the kieserite. So it won't be the same rate all over. It'll be some more than others. But I've got yeah, I've got 28 tons of that to put on. So, and Simon started cultivating today with the top down. So that'll be the next thing. Once I get these 3 jobs of fertilising done, put the Vadestad drill on and go and drill some spring barley. So yeah, there's plenty to do. It's pretty dusty old stuff, this is. It's almost just like proper lime spreading. Same amount of dust. Almost out. Doesn't take long to empty this spreader when you're doing 700 kilos per hectare. As you probably guessed, I am using the GPS auto steer because there's no tram lines out on this grass, so it's nice to have the auto steer. It makes the job a whole lot more accurate. You're not missing any bits or overlapping any. So yeah. Yeah, that'll do for now. I'll catch you in a bit. Alright, morning everybody. So Thursday morning. Now, so I'm on this, spreading this compound now. On my head. I call it complete because it's got a bit of everything in it. So you've got your nitrogen, your phosphate and potash. So yeah, that's what I'm putting on the silage grass. So about 100 acres to do, so not that much. And so this is some old bags here that I've got right here. You have to bash them on they're a couple of years old, these bags. So you have to bash them on the floor because they absorb the moisture over time and they go quite hard and you end up with big lumps inside them. So you just give them a few bashes on the concrete and that breaks them up. So yeah, we'll get this done today. I did start it yesterday afternoon, so we'll get this compound done this morning, and then I've got to go up to Dad's place and spread the Kieserite there. Whether I'll take this JCB up there, or I might just load with a 3350. I'm not sure. Depends on how much I can do. All the spring ground needs doing, but we can't do that until it's been planted, so so yeah. One thing I was going to say was last night I watched Tom Pemberton's video about soil testing. They were out in these grass fields. There's the gloves. They were out in these grass fields getting some soil samples for testing, which yeah, if you haven't already, go and watch that, because that's what we had done. We had the same thing done, the testing on the grass fields. So we know, and the results come back and tell us what to put on. And that's why we put on that all that lime. Now, some of you were probably wondering why I was putting on artificial lime, granulated lime, and not, you know, real chalk. And basically it's because the granulated stuff is a quick fix, and the chalk, it takes, you know, a year or so for the plants to take it up, or for the chalk to get in the ground and the plants take it up. So the granulated stuff is much quicker to get into the plant. And we will be having some chalk spread on there in the summer after we've taken the haylage off. Yeah, so go and watch his video. I think it's called soil testing or something like that. It's one of his last ones that he would have done. Just go to his channel, Tom Pemberton Farm Life. You've probably all already seen it anyway, so, or probably all subscribed to him already.